Hi all, welcome to the rest of the world upgrades. This is absolutely immense, but this is the last of the upgrades. So hopefully you find this useful, guys. Let me know in the comments down below if you managed to get any snipes at all, or any good deals for your club. So we can smash the links, be awesome, sub to the channel if you're new, follow me on Twitter, G is a legend. All the links are down below for playlists in the channel, and social media links as always. Now just to say as well, a lot of these upgrades, some are still not in packs, which is actually kind of mental. But right away, what we learned from all the upgrades, this is vast. Like, in terms of upgrades, there is roughly about 8-9 squads for upgrades, and this is at the moment. There's probably a chance that there's maybe more upgrades to find, but this is just one squad. In terms of cards that I'm really hoping for, I want to try and get Tierney, Rogic and Rogic, Forrest and Tierney. I want to free them in from a Celtic perspective for the SPFL League SBC. It also just bulks up the club in general. I want to try and buy every single upgrade from the rest of the world. There's a lot of base cards I have, there's a lot of base cards that I don't have, but if you've kept up with the Road to Top 100, you'll have had an idea why I did what I did, going from the small leagues to the big leagues. Now the reason why we wanted to tackle the small leagues is not only just for the base cards, but also because we knew if we tackled the teams that didn't have upgrades, like League SBCs or marquee matchups that would heavily affect, we would be able to buy a lot of these cards. Now, a lot of the base cards I will have in the club, but even if I don't, I'm still going to go out and buy them because I want to just continually bulk up the club. Now, for this episode on the upgrades, guys, I will not be posting up at all the base card squads because there is 9 squads in total, for base, just for the upgrades in general. Now, this is obviously the length and breadth of basically FIFA for all the leagues. So you've got Korea, Japan, Leg 2, Leg second tier, third tier in Germany, Calcio B, SPFL, Colombia, Turkey, Portugal, Poland, Belgium, Holland. The list goes on and on and on. Some of the upgrades absolutely baffle me. Like, where's the justification in some of them? But then again, some of the upgrades make a bit of sense. And like, for example, in this squad, the dude that's up top, the Brazilian striker, he's been given a healthy upgrade, and that's also because he's had an inform and he's just had a very good season, and also very impressive in the last couple months. But there is so many players that have just been given either just bumped up to like a gold, and no more. So they've maybe been, say, like a gold last year or a previous year. They're now a gold. They've now been upgraded back to a gold if they'd got down to a silver, and it is genuinely annoying. I literally have. This is one of the longest grinds for upgrades I've noticed so far, mainly because there's so many leagues that you're having to cover and having to pick through them all, that I'm having to genuinely build like all these squads left, right, and centre, and hope that I can actually get these players in the club. The thing is, a lot of these players, some of them are still going for silly money, some are still going for pretty much money that shouldn't be, and then the ones that are cheap, you're like, great, I can get them in. But then there's players that, like, some of them aren't even on the market. It's like you can scour through batches upon batches of players, and you're like, where on earth are these players? Some will be affected by marquee matchups. If, for example, the any of them that have like the Greek league players, like Ansar Farjud, I think his name is. He was a silver striker. He was 72, 73 rated. He's now bumped up to a 75 rare gold. Johansson's another. But there is so many that have been affected by the upgrades that you've almost got to be prepared for anything. One deal that I'm particularly proud of seeing, like one card I'm particularly proud of seeing, is like the Saudi League has so many upgrades to bump up the golds. It helps out them massively. Korean League's got more golds now. It's got like 2 or 3 more golds, I think. It's kind of mental. But I even got a Postigo while I was doing all this. I totally forgot about him. So a lot of deals which I'm pretty chuffed with that have bulked up the club, and a lot of players that were still to get. Carbon's another one. He's been given an upgrade. but the club is looking a lot better and a lot healthier. So we've managed to get a healthy amount of upgrades so far. The Celtic players I'm still struggling with because they are super expensive still, but we're working our way through all of the 9 pages that we're up to for upgrades. There is some players I'm trying to get on minimum price or as low as possible, but there is genuinely some that are harder said than done to get. Now I will just keep grinding away and grinding away and grinding until I get all these players, especially like Kiakara, Aruna Kone, Johansson, some of these players that are in reality should be going for minimum price, and any of the ones that are bronze and silvers that have been, any of the silver upgrades, I'll try and be like, right, let's get them in, because at the end of the day I want to try and get as many players into the club. We want to push for top 100, that's what we're aiming for the club, get top 100, and then from there we want to just say, right, let's go and focus on bulking up the transfer profit. That's what the fundamental. Yes, FIFA is not as exciting as it has been, but we want to just work our way through. Like there's League, as I said, like League 2, Championship, League 1 have upgrades, and honestly there's so many that I'm still missing, it's actually genuinely mental. I've had to rely on Footbin's guide, I've had to rely on EA's guide, and I've just had to and work around everywhere else that I've seen that has had an upgrade. But Championship, if for example like some of the teams in the Championship, they've had healthy upgrades to work with, and honestly it wouldn't hurt to have, if you've not done them, to maybe look at doing them now. But we're honest to God guys, it is absolutely brutal just seeing how many, and some of the, what I find hilarious is a couple of the squads I've totally forgot to not combine them, so they're like half squads, but in reality I can't really do anything about it. But if you can smash the links guide, be awesome, sub to the channel for new. Follow me on Twitter, GZLegend. Take it easy, all, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all later.